Hello, friends. How are you all? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Repeat, repeat, and repeat. Repetition is the key to success. I don't know how many times I have read this statement. How many times my parents, my teachers, my mentors have told me, like if you repeat a particular habit, if you repeat a particular concept so many times, then you are going to be successful. I was wondering, I was thinking whether it is that much effective, whether it will help me to achieve whatever I want or whatever habit I want to develop. So I was thinking and I thought to, explore more about it. So today's video is all about that. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon and share it with your friends and families also. So let's get started. I was reading one article in which one interview was there, and the interview was of Bruce Lee. Interviewer asked to Bruce Lee, whether you are afraid to someone? And he said, yes, I am. Then the interviewer asked, to whom? And the Bruce Lee said, I'm not afraid to that person who knows thousands different skills. I am afraid to that particular person who knows only one skill but has practiced it 1,000 times. And by practicing it 1,000 times, he is the master of that particular skill. So I'm afraid of that particular person. I did this interview and I forget everything. I have not, give so much importance to this interview or this particular conversation. After so many years, when I was watching a video, in that video also they were talking about the same concept. Again, I came across one article in which they have mentioned the same, that interview about the repetition. So I started thinking, like, whether it is that much important, whether it has impacted my life, whether I have developed one pattern or I am repeating something on a regular basis, so that based on that my habits has been changed or I have developed a new habit. So when I observed, I found it, yes, it is very, very useful, and it has developed so many positive habits in my life also. And even I have applied the same concept practically in my life. What I did, like 5 years before, I started teaching, and in that process I was teaching to students who are preparing for JEE examinations. As you all know, the toughness of the JEE, it is very vast examination, very conceptual examination. The parents as well as the students both are super excited as well as afraid also for the kind of variety of the questions they ask, the kind of concept they are asking, the kind of concept they are checking. To get successful or to get through the JEE examination, what most of the people suggest to a particular aspirant, like you have to solve so many questions from different books and from different coaching materials. And they said to that aspirant as well as the parents, and without understanding or without knowing anything, they also jump in that rat race. So what exactly happened? So many students came to me, or the parents came to me, like, sir, a particular book is very, very good. It is very popular in the market, or a particular study material is very, very nice because my friend's son or daughter is solving it and they got selected last year in IIT. So I was saying them the same thing. See, if you're following any standard book or any standard study material, the content wise 70 to 80% all are same. Only 20-30% questions are different. But instead of that, what I will recommend you just find one suitable book or a suitable study material which is quite standard. For that, you can ask to your teachers or your seniors, whatever the book or study material they will recommend, solve it 2 times. You just solve it 2 times, and after that, if you have time, then you are free to solve the questions from any other book or material. So they were asking, like, why 2 times? Why I should not solve it 1 time and then I have to move a second time, I have to try something new. So I was explaining it in such a way, like, the first time when you are solving one book or a particular study material, you have learned some new concepts which you don't know earlier, and based on that concept, you were solving that particular book. And you are able to, solve few questions or few you are not able to do. But first time when you are solving, you learned the concept, you applied the same concept. Second time, when you are solving the same book, So what will happen when you will see the pattern of the question, when you will see the same question, then you will find like, oh, I have solved this question earlier and it was getting solved by this method. So that pattern has been created in your mind. And when the pattern has been created in your mind, the next time when you are going to see the same question in different book or different study material, you don't have to, think differently. You have already, that pattern is already set in your mind. So you just have to go and solve it. The second benefit is what? When second time you are solving the same question, what happened? First time when you learned, you just learned the concept. You don't learn it, the application part of it completely. When second time you are doing the same question, that concept has been built more clearly, more deeper in your mind, and you know more about it. So what will happen in that process? Your concept will be, like very clear to you. And we all know the J is all about concept, because every year they ask new questions, few questions you have not seen before. So you have to be ready for that type of questions. And how you'll able to tackle all those questions once your concept is clear to you. The second benefit of this, when you are stick with one book or one study material, you are able to finish the complete syllabus. And we all know if we are not finishing our syllabus completely for JEE examination, the chances of selections is very, very less, because we don't know the weightage of the questions, like from which chapter how many questions will come, or what is the toughness of the question. We don't know. Maybe whatever the chapter we are leaving, from that chapter itself very simple question has been asked, so you will lose that question. So you have to complete the whole syllabus, as well as you have to build the concept. But if you're jumping from one book to another book, one study material to other study material, in that process, maybe you are master of 1 or 2 or 3 chapters, but you're not able to complete the syllabus, and final results, you'll not be selected. So the same thing applied to our life also. When we try to develop something, when we try to do something new, we have to stick with some principles, and we have to repeat it every single time. If we do it repeatedly, consciously, then what will happen? It will develop a pattern in our mind, and that pattern will help us to take the actions, and that based on that action we will get the results. So this is a simple concept, and whole industry is working on this. We know, like we watch so many advertisement of the same product on different channels at different times of the day. What happened? Whenever we are switching the channel, whatever time we are switching on our TV, every time we are finding the advertisement of a particular product. So what is the idea behind it? Whether you like whatever time you are reading a newspaper, you are reading a magazine, everywhere you are finding the advertisement of the particular product. They try to create the pattern in your mind. So how they will able to create the pattern? Every time they will repeat that advertisement. So wherever you are going, you are able to watch. Wherever you are, whether you are reading the newspaper or you are reading an article, or whether you are reading a magazine, everywhere you are finding the advertisement of the particular product. So based on that, they were able to create that pattern in your mind. So next time when you are going to market, when you are going to for shopping, that product will be there in the shelf. You will see it, and immediately that information will be started coming in your mind, and you ask for that product. So that is the way they are doing the advertisement. That is the purpose of advertisement. So they are not doing anything wrong. They are not playing with your mind. This is the human behavior. It is not like they are utilizing, they are manipulating your mind. It is not like that. It is a human behavior. We have to understand it. If they are able to do it without talking to us, without contacting us, just by advertisement, can't we do when we are talking throughout the day to our mind? Yes, we can also do. What exactly we have to do? We have to find one pattern, we have to find one habit, we have to find one principle, we have to find anything new which we want to do. First we have to find it with very much of clarity, because if you are finding something wrong and then you stick with that, you are going to master of that thing itself. So what exactly you have to do? You have to find one thing which you want to master, which you want to do, and repeat it every single time. So few of you ask, like, I almost forget every time. I don't know how to repeat it every single time whenever I'm doing. So I will give you some suggestions which you can try. What exactly you can do? You can set a reminder. That is very good thing. Like everyone is having mobile phone these days, so you can set a reminder like at a particular time I have to do this. First thing. Second thing, in physical form, what you can do, you can use sticky notes. You can write it on a paper and keep it in your wallet, on your bookmark, anywhere you can write, wherever you are able to see it every single time. So wherever you are going, you are able to find it. So what will happen, that particular thing will create an impact in your mind. It will create a pattern in your mind, and slowly your mind will start thinking about it, and based on that your belief will change. And once your belief is getting changed, you started taking actions and you'll get your desired result. That's simple. Whatever the pattern we want to develop, we have to develop by consciously repeating a particular habit. So this is it, friends. Hope it is useful. Hope it makes a sense to you. Like whatever the things we want to develop in our life, we can do it with the help of pattern. So spread this message to maximum number of people so that they will also be benefited, and subscribe my channel and share it with your friends. Thank you.